Coaster Console Edition, and today we're actually going and then looking in career mode. I'm really excited to do this because I've been actually I've wanted to be doing this for quite a long time now, and now that I can have the opportunity to do this is really great. So let's take a look. So we have career. So basically on the first part of the career, you basically get told how to use the controls, what they do, how they do it, and it's just kind of really easy to do this. I am myself playing on keyboard and mouse, even though it is a console edition, just because I find games like this much easier to use and perfect, easier with the keyboard and mouse, obviously. And here you can get a really good feel for what kind of templates you can use. Obviously grassland would be good for, or tropical, possibly, yeah. But grassland in particular would probably be good for Chessington, which hopefully I will be trying to make in the nearby future of Planet Coaster, once I kind of build up the kind of the knowledge of how this game is supposed to be used. I'm actually planning I've actually got another video for this planned. I'm actually recording it at this moment in time. Well, not at this moment, but you know, it's a side thing I'm doing after school and stuff, and it's coming along quite nice. It's not a tutorial, it's in Jukebox, I believe it's called, and that is basically, you can just perfect your own theme parks, create whatever you want. And when I say anything, I literally mean anything. You can build, I don't know, a house that's made out of Oreos, for all I know. It's really good, really kind of you can really explore your imagination and everything. Just a quick note, guys, whilst this is loading up, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and please like the video. We are near enough to 20 subs right now. No, it's not a lot, but for me it is. We are at 17 subs, myself and Dylan, so we would really like to try hit that 20 sub. If please, can you do that? Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to kind of get an overview of our kind of like the template of the park. So I'm going to let this guy speak, and I'll see you in a bit.
Oh my, is that a budding theme park proprietor I see before me? I certainly hope so. Otherwise, you're in quite the wrong place, and none of what I'm about to say will make any sense to you. I am Oswald B. Thompson, theme park impresario, and I am here to help you take your first steps in this most exciting of professions. And because it's a first step, we're starting in a somewhat humble location. A charming little park, which, as yet, has not fulfilled its undoubted potential.
Yeah, so I guess there it is. So he's basically just kind of give a description of what is to expect on Planet Coaster. If you want to pick this up, you can go ahead and pick it up on Game Pass or on the Xbox Store, PlayStation Store, for around £30 or $35. I'm not completely sure, but this is on Game Pass, so I'd recommend just giving it a feel on Game Pass. You know, so you don't have to pay like the full amount. It's just, I don't know, even if you just want this game, just try it out for that month. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, go ahead and pick it up. I believe there's some sort of discount going on with Game Pass and games for that, so I'm not completely sure. I might be making that up. And also it is available on PC for Mac and Windows as well on Steam, so go ahead and pick that up for another, again, around £30, $35. And I know on certain websites you can get that for a bit of a discount, but I'm not sure if it's completely legit. So just now we're kind of getting used to the controls, and as you can see in the top left hand corner, this Scottish guy who kind of runs the parks, is kind of giving us an overview of how to use it, how to control like the view and stuff. And it's quite simple. It's just kind of getting the knack of it, especially playing other video games on keyboard and mouse such as Warzone, which again, there'll be videos coming up in the future for that. Stay tuned. Make sure you check our Instagram page. It's at allthingsrandom05. So yeah, it's kind of just...
Look at that!
awkward because the controls are completely different to what I was kind of expecting. But in addition to that, they are very nice to use. I feel comfortable using them. I believe you can change them. I've tried it, and that didn't work. But I'm sure you can change them somehow. If not, that'd be quite disappointing. So let's go ahead now and listen to Lucy.
If I could butt in and make a suggestion, how about you make your next objective opening up literally the only ride in your park? Why is it even closed?
Oh, hello, Lucy. This is Lucy Summers, one of the most enthusiastic and outspoken theme park fans in the world. She's got almost 800 followers. You know, online. Not in a cult.
Hi there! And it's 900, but who's counting? So, the ride?
Okay, so I guess we have to select the ride, and there you have it. So you can't actually see my mouse. You can't actually see the cursor for this, but you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner that I am using keyboard and mouse because it has like Shift, Alt, I, Control, and all that type of stuff. I don't know why it's not showing up. I guess that's just kind of a game feature because it is. It was originally brought out for PC and was then kind of created again onto console, and I guess it's supposed to be used for controller. But obviously, myself being a console player, I thought I might as well just go ahead and try my gaming keyboard and mouse, which are working with this. I'm sure any I'm sure any keyboard and mouse that can connect to your Xbox would work with this. In fact, I'm actually definitely sure of that. But yeah, so here we have that tab, building rides. But this is really nice, like the theming and detail that has gone into this, and I guess that is a really big thing when it comes to theme parks, is theming. I mean, you can have a ride, you can have a roller coaster that it has, I don't know, 15 inversions. You can have a log flume that has 5 drops. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of drops. But at the end of the day, no one's gonna wanna kind of be drawn to that ride if there's no theming. So take it for example, Pirate Falls at Legoland Windsor Resort. The ride itself only has 1 drop, which again is quite disappointing, but obviously it is kind of a family orientated park, and therefore it wants to attract younger audiences and family audiences. But still, it is a very nice log flume, still one of my favourites in the country, I think, so far, of the parks that I've been to. Obviously, we'll have the Chesington vlog coming up soon, but obviously in the current state of being in a national lockdown, in England anyway, we can't really go out and do anything. In fact, we can't, so there's not really any news to stay updated. I think the main thing to do is just keep checking the Chesington website, keep checking the gov.co.uk website, just so we know the information, the number of people dying due to COVID, which of course is definitely unfortunate, and it's not good at all. You know, if it means we have to stay in a longer lockdown, then so be it. At least it will save lives. That is the main thing right now. But obviously, theme parks don't open up for another couple of months yet, because obviously it's not a theme park season, so that plays to our advantage during this lockdown, and it kind of makes time progress quicker. So now you can see I'm just building a ride queue. I know I'm not doing this to the best of my ability, but obviously for the first time I've ever played this game, I think it's pretty decent. I've kind of wanted to make space for theming, which I've done there. I've just left a block there up to your left, so there is enough space, I don't know, to put a bush, to put whatever this game has in store. But this guy, Eugene, he's actually one of the park curators. He creates all the rides, apparently. So hopefully, with coming back onto that subject of rides, within the Planet Coaster, hopefully they will add more. Now, when it comes to coasters and rides in general in this game, there is a lot to offer. You can make rides from scrap, and you can also use rides that have already been pre-created, which is really nice, for free. There are some especially really nice coasters. For all I know, you could have There's a really nice coaster. I can't actually remember the name of it, but it's like a log flume that kind of progresses into a roller coaster. Can't actually remember the specific name of it, but damn, it is so cool. It looks so amazing, and I'm really happy with kind of how it's coming out in my park at the minute, which again will be in the episode 2 of Planet Coaster, which will be being uploaded within the next couple of days or the next week or two, hopefully. Now, what else does this game have to offer apart from rides? Well, theming wise, it has a lot to offer. You can have the Kraken, you can have people walking around, entertainers, you can have multiple staff, you can have any janitors, anything that you want really, which will be kind of showcased in a way just in a little bit here. When I do go to theme this ride, obviously it's not kind of a go-to center attraction ride of the park, but obviously for the tutorial, you just for this part, you're just kind of getting used to building a queue line, which again is really useful for when you actually come to build your park, because I tell you what, it is quite difficult. I know it doesn't look difficult, but it is trying to get them connected up, especially if you're going at an angle within like going upwards angle. So yeah, as I was saying regarding to theming, you can build whatever, literally anything you want, especially with the collision I believe it's called, option, where you can turn that off and you can literally have, for all I know, rides collapsing over each other, and it will let you do that. That is how much freedom you have. That is how much opportunity and imagination you have in this game. You can even make hotels in this game. This game is absolutely amazing, and I think it is worth every single penny. So as you can see here, I'm now going on to the coasters, and I don't have any unlocked here yet because it is the tutorial, but later in this video, toward the end of the video, if you want to kind of skip to that, I would suggest skipping to around 38 minutes. You will be able to see some POV footage of a roller coaster that is already custom built that you will get to use in the tutorial. Now, going back onto the subject of coasters and rides in general, when it comes to log flumes and river rafts and inverted coasters, the amount of opportunity you have there is amazing. There's multiple choices for log flumes, there's multiple choices for coasters, and now when I say multiple choices, I mean there's, I wouldn't say hundreds, but I would say there's around 30-40 coasters in general, and that's not even adding on the kind of like these types of rides here, like carousels, you know, like rides like Ramsey's Revenge, which is kind of it's not got its own kind of like carriage, it's, if that makes sense, but I think to sum that up, the amount of level of detail that's gone into this game, considering it is quite an old game, but obviously it has been given a couple of updates in the past, and we'll be getting a couple of updates in the future. Hopefully we'll be seeing some more rides. I mean, I know there's a lot of rides, and I haven't even checked all of them out yet. I think I've checked about 4 out, and 2 of them were those log flume roller coaster rides, and another one was a Wild West DLC one, which comes with the game, which is really nice, and it does tell you. Now, with regards to DLCs, there is multiple choices. There's adventure packs, there's pirate packs, there's western packs, the list goes on. And what this basically does is this brings more creation to your game. This brings more significance within the DLCs. So basically it will add coasters, not a particular type of coaster, but the ride itself will be jumbled up, and you can use that blueprint for your theme park, and that goes for theming and kind of scenery as well. More will be added, and it's really cool. If you really want a good look, really detailed look into how you can kind of create your park. Again, I'd recommend Theme Park Worldwide. Just go ahead, type them in, one word, Theme Park Worldwide, and click on their YouTube account. Just scroll down a couple of times and you should eventually find some Planet Coaster videos where they post them up every single Wednesday, and they have been doing that for the past 4 years. Definitely recommend go checking them out. They are a very underrated YouTube channel. Please subscribe to them, leave a like on their video, notification bell turned on, and that goes for the same for our channel as well. Okay, so now let's skip some of the tutorial and get into kind of theming a certain area and placing some scenery. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me a bit clearer now. I've actually gone and changed my mic, so hopefully this makes me a bit clearer. I'd like to apologise on behalf of myself in the future when you watch this video for the mic quality if it hasn't been good for the first half of the video. As I said, skip to 38 minutes. Sorry, not 38 minutes. I would say around 35 minutes if you want some POV footage of that roller coaster, and you can always come back to this. So as I said, we're setting some scenery now. And obviously there's only a few parts of scenery here, as you can see, but obviously when you get full access to the game in Jukebox, once you finish the tutorial, you don't have to do the tutorial, just so that you know, but yeah, you have access to so much stuff. Honestly, it's like, I don't know, what could I compare it to? It's like Minecraft. You know, you can build anything, and I must say I'm pretty scarred from what I saw in Minecraft on my server yesterday. If you would like to join that server, that realm, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to add you, just as long as you don't destroy anything, because we've been working on it for a couple of weeks now, and you know, I don't really want that ruined. So yeah, so as I said, setting some scenes, and also regards to upcoming videos for Planet Coaster, there will be some upcoming videos, definitely. As I said, I've already pre-recorded one. I just need to kind of find the time to upload it and do the voiceover. But it's going to be kind of like a pirate-themed kind of park. I'm not too sure. I kind of started on it, and I've started the hotel, and I'm really focusing on theming and trying not to jump too far much into a coaster. You know, having that coaster right at the entrance, because parks don't have that. They kind of, well, I was kind of basing it off of Legoland, not basing it as in structure with like the big shop at the entrance, the Cubot passes at the entrance. No, not like that. I was kind of basing it as in the rides are further into the park. You know, you don't walk 5 feet in and bam, there's your first coaster, bam, there's your first sculpting, bam, there's your first train ride. No, so it's going to be a bit of theming, bit of information, staff room, restaurant, a shop, information guide, I think I already said that, the hotel, a bit of a walkway for like a scenery trail. It's gonna be really nice, but I'm thinking of kind of re-theming it so that can be I might make it so there's like a main entrance to the park, and that's kind of like the base of the park, if you will. So that's kind of like, do you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there and stop talking about that now, and you guys will have to wait and see what happens for that video coming up in the upcoming days or 1 to 2 weeks. Now, let's get on to theming this ride. Okay, so here we go. And we're just about to kind of theme the ride, and as you can see there, that's the Kraken. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the level of detail this game has is absolutely incredible. And I just want to make sure to skip to 34 minutes now, as I've kind of edited the video, and I will be doing this in the video. So if you just want to keep up to date for when to look at the coaster, I suggest just trying to kind of find it around 30 minutes. If I cut any more of the video out. And as you can see, the level of detail here, ladies and gentlemen, we had the Kraken, and then we have some scallywag pirates off to center, off to the upper center of your screen there, ladies and gentlemen, with pirates kind of battling the Kraken as he goes back into the whirlpool or the pool of water. So let's add some more theming here. That looks pretty good. As you can see, what's that? That's an anchor. Okay, I guess that would look good there. Obviously, this isn't kind of like finalized, but I was having a bit of trouble kind of thinking what to put where and what kind of story we're setting, because that is a really important thing with theme parks, is setting the story for a ride. You know, let's have a look.
Come on, admit it.
What rides
Isn't
can we?
that better?
You know what? I'm just going
And
to
if you
keep going
check,
back to the
I bet
example
you'll
of
see that the
Pirate
ride's
Falls because
cute
it's
scenery
such a
rating
good
and
example.
prestige has gone
You know,
up as a result.
I think with Legoland,
Excellent.
there's so much to
That
play
means
with
we can
because
also
it's
raise the
because it's
ticket
Lego,
price.
because it's a theme
Go
park.
on.
You know,
Put it
theme
up by
parks
a
in
few
general have
dollars.
so much to play with regards to
Ah,
theming and how they're going to
I
put
really
the
didn't
ride
think
out.
this through, did
But
I?
I'm not singling Legoland out to say it's the best theme park, because it's not, but it is one of the best in the UK. In my personal opinion, because I went there as a child for many, many years, and the memories there, they will forever be held within me. But I think there's so much to play because it's Lego as well. And with a Lego in general, your imagination can run wild. And I think I'm coming back to this again with the point that you can build anything. And when I say anything, you can build anything. So it's really nice to see that kind of the Winter Safari was turned into the theme park because there's so much to play with. And coming back onto the class of theming, Pirate Falls is a very good set example. So along with Fairy Tale Brook, that kind of tells that basically is a story as you go around the ride, telling multiple stories, including Little Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. So as you can see there, we now have the theming finalized for this for this kind of ride. Obviously, it's not the best, but it will do for now. As they say. So yeah, so now let's kind of get talking about the future and what videos will be coming up, and a bit more in depth to regards for the Chessington vlogs. Although I kind of think I've kind of I'm kind of repeating myself now. Yeah, so basically regards to the Chessington vlog, I guess it's definite we're going to be doing a vlog. Obviously it's not going to be the biggest vlog because obviously we kind of want to enjoy the day with our family, myself and Zelindu. But there will be some POV footage, possibly Tiger Rock, possibly Vampire, some of the rides like that, who knows. You guys just have to stay tuned, and I guess that comes into play again, me saying subscribe, leave the notification bell on, like this video, and make sure to put in the comments if you want to join myself and Dylan's realm server on Minecraft, and what we should call some of the rides and what the rides should be.
That means more guests will be
That is a really nice train right there, ladies and gentlemen. Really like that,
What an
and hopefully we can make that
important number,
in some of the Planet Coaster videos. Yes, so I guess that kind of wraps it up for the Chessington vlog. You know, there's not a lot of information to go to apart from we're in lockdown till further notice, and homeschooling will be continuing. So we can't really go out and do much. Worst case scenario, we can't go. Touch wood, which I'm doing right now. We will go this year, and I have high hopes that we will. We just have to kind of get past this certain kind of steep in coronavirus, the step forward, lockdown 2.0, as many of people are calling it. But right now, this is a really good example of how much level of detail this game goes into. So you can see how much you're paying your staff. You can you can train them. You can see how they're feeling, so you can see if they're hungry. You can see if they need the toilet. You can even see if they're depressed. And I know it's a bit sad to say, ladies and gentlemen, but yes, you can.
So
So,
I'm very happy that you're
without
using
further
them.
ado, let's go
You
ahead
can actually
and
find the individual scenery elements,
continue
the
talking,
ones I used
because
to build those
I have no idea
blueprints,
what to
by
say.
looking under the Create
Okay,
browser,
after
if you want
thinking
to.
of 5
But,
minutes of
as
what
I
to say,
mentioned,
I've
I did go to the
always
trouble
want to
of
come onto the
painstakingly
subject of
handcrafting
Chesington
literally
again,
hundreds of them for you,
with
so,
regards to
you know.
Croc Drop, the drop tower, hopefully coming this year, but obviously with the current state of coronavirus and lockdown, you know, plans aren't going as forward as such, as far as I know, but hopefully they are. Hopefully the ride does come this year. I know they got a lot done last year, because they, you know, I guess they presumed we would go into a lockdown in January with Christmas and New Year's and families getting together, so that kind of definitely makes the percentage of risk higher for COVID-19. And again, just putting some theming around here. So with regards to Croc Drop, the new drop tower hopefully coming in 2021, which is this year, hopefully we'll be making a separate video on that. And I believe I've said this in a couple of videos. It's just kind of getting around to editing it, finding the footage, and kind of getting you guys up to date with it. And obviously you guys could just go click on another video, but it really does mean a lot, you guys watching our videos, leaving that like, subscribing, notification bell on. It really does mean a lot. As I said in the previous video and earlier on in this video, we are trying to hit 20 subs. That is the main goal now, as we are at 17 subs as far as I know. So yeah, just guys, just keep the good work up, and let's try and get up to 20 subscribers. Now, as you can see, guest needs. So this is where this game again comes into play with the detail. And I have said already about the detail about the staff, and you can see if they're sad, if they're happy, if they need a toilet, if they're hungry. You can do the exact same with the guests, and it's really interesting to know, because you can then fit your park around the guests. And I think that's another really main thing, is fitting your park around the guests.
Right. If you want to find out what us guests need, one way is by looking at the guest
So
screen
there,
of
as you can see,
management.
Lucy just told us about guest management, and as you saw on that screen just there, it came up with all like your records, so like the guest happiness, the guest information, staff information, ride information, finance information. The game just goes on and on and on. It's really nice to see this game come out to console, even though it's been out for a couple of years. I'm kind of just hearing about it, and I'm really excited to be playing this. So, what do we do now? That is the main question. Let's go listen to Lucy.
First up, food. According to the guest data, we're hungry. Huh. I was wondering what that empty feeling
Alright, so
in
that
my
was a bit of
stomach
bad
was.
time in there. She really didn't have anything to say. So what we're actually doing now is just pasting some facilities down, such as a burger stand, a drink stand, and a toilet stand, and in addition to that, a staff room. So let's go ahead and place these, and I'll leave you guys to watch the video, and I'll be back in a bit.
That's the food sorted, but a bunch of us guests are also really thirsty. So you should definitely build some drink shops.
A word of advice. Put your shop somewhere busy, so we get the best return on our investment. Sorry, I mean best serve our guests' needs, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, real convincing.
Shop vendors don't work for free. We have to turn a profit.
About time. My blood sugar was almost down to a healthy level. If you want to make sure that you got all our needs licked, you can look at the guest needs screen again. Personally, I am absolutely stuffed with both food and drink, so I'm good.
Now, without meaning to be indelicate, all that food and drink means we have another pressing guest need to attend to.
Yeah, like, really pressing?
Quickly! Build a toilet for the guests!
What? A whole toilet? You're spoiling us, Mr. Thompson. You know, toilets are great, but it'd
Yeah,
be
so there we
nice-
go. We've got our toilet set, we got our food stand set, we got our drink set. So now all we need is a staff room. So that will be coming up in the bit further along the video. But now we need to put some benches down, and some bins and some janitors. If you don't know what a janitor is, they're basically like the cleaners of a theme park. And I guess the name, the title janitor also comes under many other things. So yeah, so just let you guys watch the video and I'll be back in a bit.
Now that your guests can fulfill their needs in the park, they're less likely to become unhappy, which is great. But as more guests come here, you'll need even more facilities to deal with their needs. Hey, it's quite a lot to think about, isn't it? Plus, the park's getting a bit more complex, and we might start to see problems.
Okay, so
popping
here,
up.
yeah, so this is what I was saying. You need some staff, obviously, to run the theme park. So here's a bit of information about the staff. And obviously, we need to go ahead and place those staff in. So let's start with some mechanics. Let's start with some janitors, and let's
Speaking
start
of
with some
problems,
vendors.
Can you do something about all the litter? It's piling up and really bumming us guests out. Maybe
So as you
could
can see,
hire
there
some
is
janitors to keep on
individual
top of it.
staff kind of like tab. Obviously, the janitor isn't what you get. Obviously, this is the tutorial, so it's showing you the basics and the very small kind of petite kind of value of what you can get.
Thanks for that. Of
In
course,
the start
litter
of the
wouldn't
game,
be
obviously
such a
you'll
problem
have
if
so
Mr.
much more. You
Thompson had
can
remembered
have
to put some
entertainers,
bins in
you
the
can
park.
have mechanics, as I said,
That was
vendors,
deliberate.
janitors,
So we could all have a learning
security,
moment.
which is really good.
yes,
You know,
if you please
it's
put
really
some
nice.
bins down,
And obviously,
new
as
janitors
you can
will
see
make
in the
sure it's
bottom
empty.
left-hand corner, the
Oh,
amount of
yeah.
money that
Good
we
save.
have. As you can see there, obviously in Jukebox you have unlimited money, so let your imagination run wild and take as much time as you need without having to kind of go AFK on the game because you have no money.
They're gonna buy lemon manuk fire juice.
Oh no! Goodness me! One of the rides is broken down! How could this happen in one of my parks?
Oh, it's all right. Everyone on the ride and in the queue is getting a refund.
Refunds? Quick, hire a mechanic. We need to fix that ride and get money flowing in the right direction.
So yeah, so now we get an overview
and
of
make
the
the guests
mechanic
happy,
and what they
etc.
do. So basically, if a ride breaks down, they'd go and fix it. Obviously, it's kind of in the name. But also, with testing rides, sometimes you might need a mechanic to kind of come and look at the operator box, see if
good.
everything's working, so
Sure
the
our
ride can fully
The mechanic
operate
will have that ride fixed in
and
no
do its
time
job.
at all.
Not without breaking the space-time continuum, they won't.
Tum-tum.
Okay, so now we have the big finale of this Planet Coaster episode, which is the roller coaster. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this POV. Make sure if you guys need any information, you backtrack this video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye now.
Unlike the guests, you can get off the coaster whenever you like. You know, just in case you're feeling a little bit wobbly in the tum-tum.